guys, welcome to yet another amazing session of Breakfree Millions with your coach Iffat Khan. Well, this is the place where you break free into the business and the life you desire. Glowroad was founded by Dr Sonal Verma, Kunal Sinha, Shekhar Sahu, Nitesh Pant and Nilesh Padaria on June 2017. Glowroad is India's #1 social commerce platform which lets users resell products directly from manufacturers and suppliers through social media apps like Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Gloroad manages the entire process from managing suppliers, payments, shipment returns, etc., letting users just to share and earn. As of September 2019, Gloroad has over 8 million resellers from 4,000 plus cities, and it's growing at a rate of 160% quarter on quarter. The company clocks 50,000 transactions every day and looking forward to achieving 200 million annualized GMV rate by December 2019. We have two of the co-founders of Glowroad with us, Dr. Sonal Verma, a medical doctor by training, entrepreneur and investor by passion, and an awesome friend, Shekhar Sahu, who's a serial entrepreneur. Nice to see you, and nice to meet you again, Shekhar. So good to have you on our show, Breakfree Millions. So yes, I am so excited to have you guys because I've met you earlier, and Sonal, I've heard so much about you.
Seriously.
And absolutely, you know, I've in fact Shekhar has been telling me about the kind of work that you've done, and I did get to have a conversation with you, which was incredibly awesome.
That was nice, yeah.
And we're gonna go deeper into that. So first of all, how did you start your journey? First of all, I would really want to ask you, you being a doctor. Well, guys, Sonal is a doctor. She's a doctor, and now she's an entrepreneur. She's a woman entrepreneur. And yeah, Sonal, so why don't you just tell us how?
So it's a long story. I'll try to keep it short.
Yeah.
I'm a doctor, and I was in public health. I hope to be in public health. I was quite looking forward to it. But then, purely by chance, I would say by chance, I got an interesting opportunity in the corporate sector, and I moved to the corporate sector. And I happened to know the healthcare magic team, which was just toying with business ideas at that time. They had just sold their previous company, which was Tech Unified, which was a purely tech company.
It was the first company which you joined. So you both were together in the company, right, Shekhar?
Yes.
So how did you guys go about meeting? And I did get to know that you guys have been running 3 companies together.
I should say 2. I was not a part of the first one. The first one was a purely tech company, which was a voice recognition company. And we were all in Bangalore, and then we were thinking these people were keen on working in the education or healthcare space. And it had so happened that I had used a lot of chat rooms when they had become popular. So I was like any other college student. I had we had spent some time in the Yahoo chat rooms, and I had realized that people wanted to reach out to doctors. So as soon as anybody would hear that there's a doctor on the other side, the talk would entirely be about their health problems. So I just
threw this
idea, and they were excited about it. And then we were able to make a really super fine online doctor consultation program platform. Yeah,
brilliant. So Shekhar, you come from the engineering background.
Yes.
And you guys actually complemented each other. So you were 4 of you, I believe. How many partners? How many of you were together when you started the company Healthcare Magic?
Healthcare Magic, we were 4 partners. Kunal is the founder and CEO. I was a co-founder there. And Nitesh is also a co-founder. Then Sonal was also a co-founder there.
4 of us.
4 of us.
So for Healthcare Magic, the idea comes from her, or the integration,
So
the technical stuff comes from
how to make it happen.
So that was the light bulb moment for us, because we were just playing with the idea what to do in healthcare. And so chat back in 2000, we are talking 2007, when the internet penetration was hardly there in India. People hardly had credit or debit cards to do online transactions also. And we thought, let's build a platform where people can directly consult doctors. So the Google Talk or Google Hangout was very popular in those days.
Right.
And Google had just integrated that into Orkut, and that was popular like a wildfire those days.
I remember those days
Yes,
of Google,
right,
Orkut,
right,
Yahoo.
right.
Those were the
Even
yeah.
Facebook was a very
Facebook
early
was
stage
not
back
there.
those
Yeah,
days.
yeah, yeah.
So we thought, why can't we build a platform where it will be a chat room. At the end of the chat room, there will be a doctor, and another end will be any user who is having a health query.
Brilliant.
So this was the basic idea behind Healthcare Magic, that let's build a platform where people can ask a doctor 24/7.
Brilliant. Which is so awesome because
Yes.
health,
Right.
you don't know when actually you fall sick.
Right.
The emergency time, you don't know, and the moment you try calling up somebody, and if you don't reach a doctor, if you don't reach the
Right.
hospital, then what happens? But when you have the access of internet,
Yes.
it's so awesome. It's actually a brilliant idea to go about to make use of internet with the right way,
Right.
to bring
Right.
about health into the place, and actually making this is so useful. I find this so useful platform.
Right.
Brilliant idea. And then how did this go about? Then Healthcare Magic, and then now Glowroad, and
So Healthcare Magic got acquired in 2014. We sold it to a public listed US company called Evix. They are very big in the US. They were already in the healthcare space. We wanted to be part of a larger group. And once we had done that, I think it just becomes a habit to think what to do next. We wanted to do something new, and in fact we started
let me ask you, what made you go about, go ahead and sell your first company? You said you did get funding for that company.
Yes,
right?
Yeah, it was an Axel funded company.
How much was that for that company?
2.5
$2.5 million from
Axel.
Axel. And then that you put into the company, and you worked on Healthcare
Building
Magic
the company,
for
and
how many years?
by 2014 we got acquired, 2014 May.
2014.
And Healthcare Magic was the first acquisition in digital health space in
Wow.
India, and it was the first full cash acquisition. Evix
Wow.
acquired us for full cash $18.5 million.
Brilliant.
And so we started Healthcare Magic when there was no internet penetration in digital health space. We were able to build the company to a platform where more than 20,000 doctors were answering questions on a daily basis.
Nice.
We were one of the most visited health websites, not only in India but on the global level as well.
And you guys must be the pioneers out there, right? At that time, because there was nothing
many.
much
Yes,
like
yes.
that. Yeah.
See, it was a coincidence that we talk about accessibility a lot when we, especially in public health, that how do you make healthcare better in any geography, improve accessibility, and internet gave a totally new meaning to accessibility. And yes, we were somehow, because of the team structure, we were pioneers in that space. Yeah, we could say that.
Right.
That's beautiful.
One of the fondest memories is the health tips that I used to write, and Shekhar would bug me for it. All gone. Give me some
Well,
more.
what was the funniest, probably question that you got through your Healthcare Magic, and what was the tip that you went about? I'm so interested to know that.
I wouldn't say funny. It was funny to me. Well, it was not funny to the patient. A hell lot of questions were about that I did something that I should not have done, and now I think I've got HIV, and I've got hepatitis B, and I've got hepatitis C, and we would spend just hours explaining
this
that
is not
now
how it happens.
get this. First figuring out that if there was a risk, and if there was a risk, this and this is the test that you need to get done, and finally, don't land yourself in such situations. Don't come to me with the same question again.
Right, but were you able to consult over, emails or chats through internet?
Yes.
These kind of issues that people, come up with.
Yes. So because a lot of our customers or patients were in the US,
Right.
they were very articulate with their. So the questions were pretty elaborate. We got, if required, we got health reports as an attachment,
Nice.
and we had, with every question that you ask, you get about
Follow-ups.
2 to 3 follow-ups for
Follow-ups.
free.
Yes.
So it worked.
So I believe Healthcare Magic actually took you to where you are in Gloroad now? Because you already had the online digital presence in particular industry, and that's why you went on with the online model, and now you have an online company, which is a reselling company, Gloroad.
I think you're putting it quite aptly, because we had seen the power of a platform which was connecting two parties who could benefit from each other. And Glowroad has, on a very broad level, the same structure.
Absolutely.
That it's a platform where resellers get connected with manufacturers and wholesalers. So, so once Healthcare Magic is sold off, we obviously wanted to do. We in fact tried to do invest a little bit here and there in some companies, but then we realized that we want to do something on our own full time and be knee deep into it.
Absolutely. So today when I go about meeting so many aspiring entrepreneurs, I go about meeting entrepreneurs who are actually there. They're doing the traditional business. So as a coach, I make sure, so I deal with mostly businesses. I had them with online businesses. The reason why, because it's the internet age, and if you're not online, if you're not visible, if you're not available on social media or probably on the internet, you don't exist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? You just don't exist. And now the percentage of people getting online is massive. It's like about 60-65% of people in India. When you talk about urban cities, absolutely, it's like about 85-90% of people. Even in rural India, for that matter, in India it's huge. It's going higher and higher. And if you don't have an online presence, then probably you're just limiting your reach and even your business. So also, I totally love this idea about you going ahead and making an online business, which is Gloroad. And why don't you go ahead, give us a couple of insights on how did Gloroad happen? So you said you wanted to start something, but how did this journey of Gloroad, take place?
Unless you have any particular story to tell.
Yeah, maybe Shekhar, go ahead if there's something you would want to share.
When Healthcare Magic got acquired, so it got acquired in 2014. Okay, and so we all of us live in different societies or apartment or gated communities. So in those times, and it still happens, means there in any society if you go, you will typically find there are many ladies who are doing some exhibitions.
Yes.
They are doing some offline selling.
Yes.
Somebody is into some kind of art. Somebody is creating a lot of spices at home and trying to sell it in the community. So a lot of offline business was happening, and it still does happen in India, in all this. So we thought, so since this is happening in all the clubhouses and all the apartments, let's build one experiment or a platform where we could connect these ladies who are doing something of their own, who are womenpreneurs or homepreneurs or mompreneurs. And most of their target customers are other women.
Right.
So taking the concept of connecting doctor and patient, it's two-party connection, we thought let's build something similar here, where we can connect these two type of women. One is a woman who is doing something of her own, a small business, and that another woman who is typically a housewife or a mom or auntie or chachi at home, she is her direct customer. So we built this platform, and this is how, as a concept, Gloroad.
I did research and I started working with a lot of women entrepreneurs. What I figured out is that the support is totally missing with them. The support is missing, and when you don't have that support, nobody to support you to actually go ahead, do this, that takes a toll on your missions, on your dreams.
Absolutely.
So we had built a very large community in healthcare. We have seen the power of community. So that's was the main motivation behind Gloroad as well, when we started as a concept back in 2014-15. And so we built one community where these two type of women, for example, look at India. India, half of the population of India is
women.
And
50-55%.
Yes, and less than 20% of that is a working woman.
Yes.
Who's a woman? When I'm saying working woman, means
it's about 14-15% of women are working.
That is very low, actually. So with this platform, our vision was, okay, let's create a platform where any woman in India could start or can start a business without investing any money.
Brilliant.
Right. And so with this community, power of the community, which we had already done at Healthcare Magic, so we created our website and app with a community feature where a seller or a small business owner who is a woman can showcase her products. Other women can contact her, comment on her product, just like it happens on different Facebook groups and other things.
Yes.
So they started connecting with each other. Okay, and in 2014-15, the concept of reselling. If you remember, only Apple uses Apple, the maker of iPhone.
Yeah.
They uses the word reseller
Yes,
to
yes.
define their shops
Yes.
or retailers in India, right? So
Yes.
reseller was not a popular word. I mean, nobody was very familiar with this. So one incident I remember when we were running Gloroad as a concept. So one of our lady who was very early user of Gloroad, she requested that can I copy some of this product which Shweta from Jaipur has uploaded. So-
Okay.
So then based on her feedback we built a copy feature. Okay.
Right.
That time we used to call it gallery. We did not even call it as a shop. Means
Yeah.
it's your gallery, like Iffat's gallery or
Yeah.
Sonal's gallery. Then after a month, somebody else, some other lady from I think Bhopal, she requested that I have copied these products and many of my neighbors are interested in seeing these products.
Right.
So, but the price is 250 rupees. Can I sell it for 400 rupees? I am confident I can sell it.
Right.
She is very confident that she can sell it.
That is so awesome.
Then she requested, उन्होंने हिंदी में रिक्वेस्ट किया कि आप मेरे को प्राइस चेंज करने का फीचर कर दीजिए, मैं अपने हिसाब से प्राइस डालना चाहती हूँ. We did not thought that this will
so
evolve.
that's when your model of
Yes,
you
it
can
evolved.
go ahead
It
resell.
evolved by the power of the and selling comes as a inbuilt property in all the Indian women. This
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
right.
That's the shoping.
This
So
is
we
what-
become
yes,
so
yes. Yes,
good
yes,
with that
right,
skill.
right. So what happened? So this is how. So this after a couple of weeks, our early women users started calling themselves as मैं तो reseller हूँ. I am a reseller. I am a
They
reseller.
did use.
We will not allow her in the system because the privacy is very important.
This
because-
really takes me back to my femipreneur
Right.
journey when I started out, and then when I started working, I started with 30 women. That's
Right,
it.
right.
Started with 30 women. I started
Right.
coaching them, mentoring them, and then I realized the kind of need that they have. They want to start something. They have a lot of dreams. They have ideas. They even, for that matter, they have funding also. Like they have the money that they want to invest.
Right.
But what is missing is that support. Huge gap.
Right.
They don't have this. They think they don't have the skills. Whatever the skill set is required, they don't have that. They don't have a particular team or people to work with, and they have absolutely no resource and no knowledge to how to go about doing it because they come from a family where maybe they are, people are into jobs or maybe men are doing the traditional
Right.
businesses,
Right.
and they're not at all involved into it.
Okay.
So this came up to me, and then Femipreneur happened to me that I said, okay, let me go ahead and make a platform which is an online where we're going to go ahead and give them this support. So we go on the subscription model of you can go ahead, you can sign up, you can take, we have a community of women. So what we do is there are women who are professionals, who are good with certain skill
Correct.
set, and you match with the entrepreneur who needs it.
Absolutely.
So we go by the skill set.
Right.
Brilliant. So right, awesome. I am so excited. Tell me what's your reach like now? What's your reach
So
like? for
as of
Glowroad?
now, means Gloroad app is used by more than 10 million users
Wow.
all across India,
Wow.
and more than 3.5 million active resellers are earning every week on
Wow.
Gloroad. So it has become a platform where anybody, whether it is a woman now or a student or a male also who is currently looking for job or anything or looking for extra earning, somebody who is working somewhere and they are looking for extra earning opportunities, they can come and they can start reselling and they can start earning. That's simple it is. You just have to download, you will be presented with a catalog of products. Whatever product you think you are able to sell it or you are liking it, you can directly share it with your contacts on different platforms. You you can sell it offline as well, and you can just mark up your price to these products, and whatever you will mark up, it will directly come to your bank account as your earnings.
Great.
This is how
So
simple
they have
the
you have a
platform is.
mechanism of their
Collecting the
bank
money
account
and
yeah.
then making it. So that is primarily what we do. Is that we
So how do you feel? How do you feel that you've reached to millions of people across with this project, with this company? How do you feel? You know, it must be so awesome. What was your vision like?
It's surreal. I feel blessed. I had never actually thought that I'll be able to do anything about making life better for anybody.